I hope you're doing great and having a wonderful weekend. I wanted to take just a few minutes of your time this morning to talk about something so important. Some of you may be aware of this, maybe other people not so aware, but we are currently living in the sixth mass extinction on the planet. We are losing so many species so rapidly at this point that scientists say, hey, sure, that in 40 years, there will be no wild animals left at the rate we're currently going. Okay, this is a tragedy, and the planet will always recover, but we won't be here, and we're going to destroy every other species as we take ourselves out as well. And we're doing this by living the way that we live. We're doing this by making choices that are unsustainable. We do this by making unsustainable diet choices. We do this by making choices like wealthy people building houses that use a ridiculous amount of materials. Unsustainable, an unsustainable amount. I mean, we the planet can't afford for us to live this way. So what can we do instead? Well, we can learn how to make better choices. Okay, we can start by getting ourselves healthy. Just getting the body clean and efficient means we need a lot less food. Okay, so I eat less than about a third as much as I did for many years. And, I'm still as strong and fit as ever. Okay, and you can do exactly the same thing if you're willing to. You can change what you're eating because animal products and processed foods require a tremendous amount of energy and create a tremendous amount of pollution. So if you care about the planet, those are unsustainable diets. Okay, but there's so much more that we can do from everything we purchase. When you purchase anything, in fact, ask yourself, do you really need that? Okay, I'm so busy, I hardly ever leave and I don't miss it. I know all about retail therapy. There was a time in my life when I would buy things to make myself feel better. I hardly ever leave the site now. I do, I need to sometimes, but it doesn't happen very often. And so, we could be consuming much less than we are now. Look around. I'm in a beautiful little apartment. It's small. There's not a lot of space here. There's a bedroom. There's a bathroom here. I have a little patio with an outdoor kitchen. That's all. I'm in the tropics. That's all I need. But we can live in small spaces, but they can still be beautiful. We can still be comfortable. I'm not suggesting we have to live in a tree in order to save the planet. I'm suggesting we have to be more conscious. And one of the things that occurs to me, I know many of you that are here, that are following me, that pay attention to what I say, you're already often making much better choices than most people do, and I appreciate that. But there are many others who aren't making the best choices, and what we really need, and even the people who follow me usually could learn more, could still do better, right? And so the key is, how can we help as many people as possible become conscious of the issue? Okay, how do we do that? Okay, someone's made a suggestion here. Use a bidet to clean your butt instead of toilet paper. Yeah, that's great. That's a great idea. We didn't do that here because when we set up here, we couldn't find those here. We're going to import them. We're going to be adding them to the toilets as we're able to. Here, we have a lot of toilets here, 20 plus toilets, and we're going to add them. We can't replace them all. We don't have space to put separate bidets in, but we're going to add something which you can go buy and install. I mean, here we're going to have to ship them down here. It's going to be expensive, but we're going to add them to the toilets here as we're able to do that. And that's a great idea. Now, we use, all the paper we use is recycled paper, not reused toilet paper, but toilet paper that's made from recycled paper instead of from trees. Our office paper is recycled paper. Our tissue, our paper towels, everything we use is recycled, okay? All my clothes are organic clothes, or I buy them used. Okay, there are many things we can do. We can stop buying chemicals, right? But I started to say, one of the most important people in this project will be sustainable, will be environmentally sound. Everything, that's all they'll be, right? I mean, so all the food will be organic. All the clothing, there'll be shops that sell clothing, 100% organic. Okay, everything we do will be with the environment and health, the health of ourselves and every other species in mind. So I thought, that if I could create that, that would be amazing. Well, we're in the process. I've been working on this now for more than 5 years. I have put a lot of money into this project of my own and a lot of my time. And I want to be clear that what's happening is we're creating a nature preserve where a nonprofit, it's a US 501c3 organization, essentially like a foundation, will be the owner of the land. Not me. Okay, it's not for my benefit. This is to benefit the planet. Okay. Now, full disclosure, there'll be some businesses as well. We're going to be catering to tourists, and I will make some money from the project. Okay, but the purpose of the project is to save the planet and to educate as many people as possible. And right now, in order for this to succeed, we need to raise some money. Okay, we have this big piece of land. It's 165 hectares. That's over 400 acres. It's got the 2 highest waterfalls in Central America. It's spectacular. We want to make sure it's protected. And we've raised a lot of money to do this. All of Tanglewood's profits, some of you are aware that we're offering a week, 10 days ago, we unrolled the Academy for Vibrant Living with our first course, Vibrant Health. We're seeing getting amazing feedback from the people taking that course, and that's available now. But what I wanted, and you can find that, maybe we'll provide a link for that as well here on both Instagram and YouTube. But really what I wanted to talk to you about is something else. Okay, we have 9 days. So we have this piece of land that's the whole piece of land. The price is almost $900,000. We have a little bit of time to pay the last part of it, but we need to come up with almost $500,000 now. I have raised most of that, 80% of it roughly. We're down to the last $100,000, and we need your help because we're running out of time. Okay, so frankly, I'm here to help educate people. That's what I spend a lot of my time doing. But this is a request for your assistance. And my request, if you believe that it's important that we save the environment, and we're going to create a place that's incredible. Imagine, in addition to this incredible nature preserve where we're going to have about 16 waterfalls, natural waterfalls, occur in this one valley. Okay, and there may be more. That's all the ones we know of so far. A lot of landowners don't even know the whole property because they use the bottom, and then the steep part where the waterfalls are, they haven't even seen them in many cases. There may be many smaller ones too. What we know of is 16 waterfalls. In addition to that, and we're talking about preserving up to 5,000 acres if we can make it happen. That's the goal. All of which will be owned by a nonprofit. Okay, that's the idea. In addition to that, there will be a organic permaculture-based fruit farm where we create the largest collection of tropical fruit species in one place on the planet. Amazing, right? We want to teach people about the amazing diversity out there. And we here, we're doing this in a little microscopic way at Tanglewood right now. We've got 16 types of bananas and maybe 10 types of mangoes. Most people didn't know that many of those things existed. Well, there's a lot more than that. And we want to turn people on to this. We want to get people excited about living in ways that are actually healthy and good for themselves and the planet. But we need your help to do this. In addition to that, we're going to create a world-class botanical garden. Show people what's possible. Okay, we're going to create amazing adventure sports, rock climbing, mountain biking, BMX biking, zip lines, canopy tours, all these things on this same site to show as many people as possible how they can enjoy living, why it's important. People are going to value the environment much more if they're not just seeing it on television, but they're actually engaging with it in significant ways, having amazing experiences, right? We're going to give people the chance to come live as part of our community, whether it's they're a full-time member or they on another side, they come over here and they have a space that they go visit every year, or they just rent for a week at a time. And for all budgets, there'll be campgrounds, from campgrounds to high-end, boutique hotel rooms because we don't want the guy that has a lot of money to say, oh, this isn't for me, this is low end, this isn't for me. We want to cater to those people too, but in environmentally sound ways. So everything we do is as sound as possible. And I see we have a contribution here. Thank you so much. I appreciate this very much. Seth, feel free to email me, info at tanglewoodwellnesscenter.com, and I'll answer this question because this is about something else. So I'm not going to answer your question about fasting right now, okay? But email me, thank you for the contribution, and I'll be glad to answer it later on when I have time. This is about something more important than you or me, and we are asking for your help. So Rebecca, if you're here with me, please post the link. If you're not here, I won't know that. I guess I'll go get the link myself and post it. Here it is. I probably already had this open somewhere, but now I have it again. Yeah. Okay, I had it right here, didn't I? Okay, so I'm going to give you this link. What we have done to ask for your help is set up a GoFundMe campaign. And we really need your help to make this succeed. I believe this is a really important thing. And if you believe in me, then please help me do something which I believe is going to be really important for the planet and something that's going to be amazing for everyone. All right, so I'm just grabbing that link. Let me come back here and thank you very much. Feel free to email me and I'll be glad to get that to you. So I've just posted the link here to our GoFundMe campaign. Okay, if you can head on over there, listen, you know, if you're in a position, as some people are, where you've been very fortunate or perhaps very good at what you do and you've worked hard and you've assembled a fortune, fantastic. If you can help us in some significant way, that would be fantastic. If you're in a situation where life isn't so easy and maybe you'd really like to help, but all you can do is $20, okay, or $10. I mean, whatever you can do. Okay, I mean, I'm going to ask you to stretch a little bit and do, you know, what you can do that maybe is just a tiny bit uncomfortable for you, right? If you can do $100, that'd be amazing. We need to raise $100,000 to make this happen. And we're going to create jobs for local people, maintaining the nature preserve and the farm and the gardens and all these other things. We're going to be saving a lot of land, which could be developed if we don't do something like this. We're going to educating a lot more people. You know, I really believe there's so much good that will come from this, but we need your help. We need you to help us. So I'm going to ask you to go to that link, click on the link to the GoFundMe campaign. Rebecca, if you haven't already done it, I haven't been paying that close attention to the Instagram. If you haven't already done it, can you please post that link on Instagram as well? And please click on that link and then make the contribution that you're able to make to help us in this effort, because this is something that needs to happen. And, you know, for those of you that have been here, that know Tanglewood, you know that everything we do at the highest level of quality possible. So we're talking about creating something that's going to be amazing, because, again, the idea is people come in and they have an unforgettable experience that leaves them with an amazing feeling, growth, knowledge. We're going to be, you know, they're going to have a great time, but we're also going to be educating them about why we do everything we do, what we're doing, and why we do what we're doing. Okay, that's the idea. So we're going to ask you to do two things, please. Okay, one, go to the GoFundMe and share what you can. Please make a contribution. If you can only make a $5 contribution or a $10 contribution, that's fine. Do that. Okay, but please make a contribution, because this is important. All our lives depend on it, truly. I mean, at the rate we're going, we're destroying species and we're destroying the planet, and it's going to be difficult for us to survive, okay, and to thrive. Forget about surviving. Let's talk about thriving, okay? It's going to be difficult to thrive as we continue to pollute the planet. So please help us with that. That's the first step. The second step is share this everywhere. Share this everywhere. We need this to go viral. We need as many people as possible to see this. Our goal is to create an enormous nature preserve, 5,000 or more acres, and to create something. We think with these 3 attractions, the idea, why are we doing those things? To bring as many people as possible to have this experience so they understand the value. And then we're going to make it easy for them. We're going to, while they're there, we're going to give them resources. We're going to teach them. We're going to offer the things they need so that they can go home and do better. Okay, make better choices, consume less, understand how to live on the planet in ways that actually support the planet. That's what we're trying to do here. Okay, we're asking for your support. Please help us. Okay. I'm not sure there's too much more I can say about this, but we're asking you to, thank you, Rebecca. We're asking you to help in any way you can here. Okay, so again, please make a contribution. Okay, I mean, everybody here can probably do, $5. And if you can do 100, then please do that. This is important. This is important for the whole world. We ask for your support with this. We ask you to make the contribution, and we ask you to share this everywhere you can. Ask the people you know, share it with them. Okay, share it on your profile, share it on your own social media channels. Feel free to share this link everywhere you can. And we will look forward. I was only able to do $45. Wish I could do more. Hey, $45 is awesome. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. No, please don't apologize. Please don't apologize. I am so grateful for that $45. Okay. And again, I hope it's clear that this property will be owned by a nonprofit, not by me. Okay. This isn't for my personal benefit. This is to protect the land. Thank you so much. I really appreciate your kind comments, and I appreciate your support. And I hope that everybody will follow your example. Okay. For you, look, someone's saying I could only do $45. Hey, if everyone did $45, we'd be able to protect thousands and thousands of acres of land and truly create something unforgettable. I believe we can create something that becomes one of the most visited sites in Costa Rica. And what that means is that every year we impact hundreds of thousands of people, help hundreds of thousands of people understand why they might want to change their diet for their own benefit and for the benefit of the planet, why they might want to make different patterns as a consumer, why they might want to think differently about how and what they buy and when they do, why they might want to downsize. All these things. This is what we're hoping to accomplish. There's so much we can do here. How much does remote land cost per acre in Costa Rica? Typically, it depends on where it is. There's a huge range. Because we have these two, the highest waterfall in Central America and the second highest waterfall in Central America, this is expensive land. The rest of the land in the valley, the other contracts are generally speaking going to be much less expensive than this. But this piece, I'm sorry, I don't remember cost per acre, but the contract was for 500 million colones, which is, depending on the exchange rate, anywhere from 800 and almost not between 900,000 and $1 million. Say it's a little bit less than $900,000. Okay, that's this particular piece. We've been able to raise most of that ourselves already. There's 100,000 left. We've got a week to go. We need your assistance here to make this work. Okay. All right. So I'm going to have to get going in just a minute. I have to jump on another call. But I just wanted you to know what we're doing, to ask for your support, even if it's only $5 or $10. Okay, if you can do 20, do 20. If you can do 45. So someone's saying, I'm sorry, I can only do 45. You know what that sounds like? It sounds like 45 is a little bit of a stretch today. Thank you so much. If everyone can just stretch just a little bit, we'll reach our goal. We'll create something amazing. And by the way, we haven't, I mean, something I neglected to mention to you that I should mention to you. Your contribution is valid towards any service that we offer. What that means is if you donate $200, you get a consultation. Okay? Now, I mean, we can, if we do it that way, it's not tax deductible. If you donate $200 and want to take a tax deduction, you can, I think. But man, I'm not sure about that. But I'm not a tax guy. But that would only be true if you're not taking anything of value. That I do know. So if you want to get your consultation, right? If you want to take that $45 and apply it towards an hour with me at some point, that's the first part of that payment is made. Okay, if you can do with that in mind, maybe if you've ever thought maybe an hour with Loren would be helpful to me, that's $200 for an hour of my time. If you donate that now, I will give you that call. Okay. It's not actually, you're not donating anything. You're actually getting something of value to you and helping us create something incredibly beneficial as well. It's probably not the smartest thing for me, but it's a way to do this. David Kudnoff, I don't have questions. I only want to donate in regards. Thank you so much, David. I appreciate that. Now, David has donated here 1,000 Argentinian pesos, and I'm very, very appreciative of that. Okay? But I'm also going to ask everyone, if they would, to click on the link from now on. Thank you so much, David. You're good. But click on the link and donate on the page, because what we need is for people to see that other people are donating. That's the way this works. Okay? So, David, thank you so much. I'm truly appreciative. I've got to get going. Please share this with everyone you can. Okay? Please share this everywhere you possibly can. And I'm going to take off. I'll look forward to seeing you again. You might hear from me again. I might be live again because we got a week. We're going to be doing everything we can to make this happen. Okay, guys, thanks so much. Have a fantastic day. I'll look forward to seeing you again sometime soon. Bye-bye. Oh, let me see here. Where was I? There we go. Take care, everybody.